Hey everybody, back again with day 20 of the 30-day mindful challenge. I'm glad you're still here with me. Today I'm talking about giving up self-comparison and learning how to accept yourself. We live in a society right now that is very much predicated on what we look like, the image that we give off, and how people are receiving us at the expense of our own authenticity and at the expense of our own well-being. There is such a pressure in our society to be something that we're not, to look a certain way, to really look as if something that we're doing is so amazing and so wonderful that we often forget to celebrate the little wins and the beauty of the regular everyday stuff that we do. And it's really important that we accept even the flaws that we have, because there's beauty in that uniqueness as well. There are so many unrealistic expectations set in our society today, and a lot of us have that desire to get validation back. So the way that we post or the things that we say, we're often waiting to have an audience, for someone to celebrate what we said or like what we said in order to feel like we're good enough, we measure up, we're acceptable. And I'm encouraging you today to really consider self-acceptance and really try to work towards not comparing yourself to other people all the time, or at all, because there's no good in it. There's nothing good that comes of it. We end up judging ourselves, judging other people, and end up feeling really just worse in the end. We have to learn how to let go, because oftentimes what happens is we kind of get stuck in this cycle of, am I good enough? Did they like me? Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I'm not good enough. I have to try something different. I have to look perfect. I have to be perfect. Do they like that? Do they like what they see? Are they accepting me? Can I accept myself? Maybe not. Let me try again. And you can see how that cycle just keeps going and going and going. That leads to insecurity, that leads to life dissatisfaction. It really robs us of being able to be our authentic self. So we need to shift from self-comparison and looking for acceptance from other people to celebrating our wins, accepting ourselves, loving ourselves, and self-acceptance in the form of everything that we do. Not just do we have enough money, not just do we look good that day, but really accepting even the flaws, even the mistakes, even the wrongdoings, which are really just opportunities for us to grow. So I encourage you, if you want to diminish the negativity that you feel, and if you want to get rid of the bad feelings that you have inside, catch yourself when you're judging yourself, when you're not accepting yourself, when you're looking for validation from other people, and say to yourself, I don't need that validation from them. I need to love me for who I am, and reject all of the perfectionism and all of the rigidity that our society kind of pushes at us. We have to be critical consumers about what we consume, and that doesn't just mean food. I'm asking you to be a critical consumer of what you watch, what you take in, what you accept as truth, what you value, and learn to focus on the things that are meaningful, that fill you with joy, and give you the best results in terms of self-acceptance, self-love, being good, and being kind to yourself. Like and follow. In the next video, I'm going to walk you through an exercise that helps you to get rid of the self-comparison and increase your level of self-acceptance. I'll see you soon. Hey everybody, day 20 of the 30-day mindful challenge. We are 2/3 of the way there. Day 20 is letting go of comparisons and really learning how to accept yourself. If you don't have the workbook, you can follow along with this, but this is a very cool way of kind of beginning to think about and exploring the concept of self-acceptance and letting go of comparisons to others. So find a comfortable place, get into a comfortable position, as I always ask you to do, and where you can really be in a space to reflect on your thoughts, your emotions, your reactions, and hopefully develop some insights. And I really want you to think of being in terms of your best self, right? What is showing up in your best way for self-love and self-compassion look like in terms of answering these questions? So first, I want you to think about the consequences of your self-comparison. How does constantly comparing yourself to others impact your well-being and contribute to negative emotions and holding you back from self-acceptance? And hit pause in between these so you can write your answers down. And then I want you to think about what your habits of self-comparison are. What pressures, expectations, or insecurities contribute to or shape your self-comparison habits? And what do you do for that self-comparison? What do you say to yourself? What actions do you take? And think about that and write that down. And then think about the importance in this next one of your self-acceptance. How will accepting yourself, embracing flaws, and valuing yourself and focusing on that valuing of yourself help you to be more happy? What would be different in your life if you just loved yourself for who you were? And then self-acceptance strategies. I want you to list strategies that you can use to increase your acceptance. And maybe you start to think about gratitude on a day-to-day basis. Maybe you think about what you love about yourself, the things that you can do. Maybe you start to appreciate the skills that you have. Maybe you think about goal setting and what it is that's important to you and that you want to create in your life, as opposed to feeling small because you don't feel like you measure up to other people. And work on empowering yourself to create that space of acceptance and not worrying about comparisons. And finally, we're going to go back to, if you haven't watched the 3 video, go ahead and watch that because it'll explain this a little bit further. But I want you to come up with a positive affirmation centered and focused on self-acceptance and letting go of comparisons. And I want you to practice it daily. I want you to say it in the mirror to yourself when you get up in the morning, or record it on your phone and listen to it when you're feeling negative or when you're feeling like you need a boost. I want it to align with what is important to you, what your values are, so that the words help to spark something inside of you that makes you feel good. And so it could be, I'm beautiful just as I am, or I am good enough, or I'm amazing and I have so much to offer this world. Whatever it is, whatever those words are, repeat them to yourself on a regular basis, because you repeat the negative so much that you believe that. You've come to believe that. Why not start practicing something different that you can recite to yourself on a regular basis and just have that inner tape be a little bit different? Get rid of the gremlin that wants to undermine you and make you feel insecure and doubt yourself, and be a champion for yourself with positivity and really making a statement that empowers you to feel your best. Like and follow for more. I hope this was helpful for you. Day 21 is tomorrow, and that'll be cultivating inner joy. We'll have fun with that one. I'll see you all soon.